Welcome to Friendverse the podcast. This is Wandia.
And this is Shiko.
Ooh, we're back again for another episode. Some of you, the ones who thought we were not coming back, jokes on you.
Tutashinda hapo sasa.
Excuse me, I'm going to be grateful about things that are working out.
I know,
In fact, in relation to that, I have a quote.
Okay.
If you feel the doom and gloom around your art, your projects, the people in your life maybe aren't seeing you or appreciating you the way you want. Make a list of what is working in your life. Who sees you? Who makes you feel safe? Who loves you unconditionally? Who loves your art? Make a list and keep these people close, and remember, you are good. So maybe I have a problem with who loves you unconditionally, because
there's nothing like unconditional
that is
love.
Just troublesome.
Yeah.
But this is an excerpt from, she's called Marley Grace. She has a newsletter. She's also Marley Grace on IG. So I just subscribed to her newsletter. And why I picked this is because things don't always go right. We'll always have this thing that is not going right. And sometimes we spiral into this vortex of these 10 million things that are not going right, and we can get lost in it. So how about creating a gratitude practice, creating a list every now and then where you can say, these are the good things in my life. I will keep on watering these things. I will keep these people around me because they're good for me. They don't drain me. So I think basically it's identifying what is going good in your life and just using that as a pick-me-up for the next thing. Focus on good things. I think that helps.
Speaking of newsletters, subscribe to mine, shiko.substack.com. By the way, I don't even care about shamelessly plugging that newsletter. I'm so proud of it.
Isn't this why you create other art platforms so that you can share your other art platforms?
Thank you.
Talk about it.
I'm very excited about today's topic because I think it needs talking about. You know what I mean? Because let me just say this out of the box. I think in Kenya we have an issue with feedback. Like, I can come and say this happened and this was not fair, or I didn't like how this, or this music is not good, or this, and then people just brand you a hater. But I'm like, you have to be open to criticism because not everyone will like what you put out, number one. Number two, maybe there is actually something wrong with whatever it is and you need to think about it, or I don't know, but we have to be open to feedback as Kenyans, because like sometimes I say the reason our music is not even making global waves most of the time is because we are not willing to improve. We just stick in the same scenarios. We've surrounded ourselves with yes men. Like, we are not growing. There was a time our music was the music of the region, but right now, tell me who is even bringing in the numbers of Diamond? Because it's not even Sauti Sol. You know what I'm saying? So we need to be open to these things. And so now I'm just going to talk about events. We are going to talk about events.
Concerting in Nairobi.
Concerting, plays, whatever,
Nairobi.
Events.
I think
generally.
Especially Nairobi.
Yeah.
Because that's where a lot of these events happen, basically.
And that's where we also go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'll add on, you see the way you're saying being receptive to feedback. You might be hosting a very fantastic event, but it's not that you can never stop improving.
Yes.
Like, there'll be 5 people who had this terrible experience, and as an event organizer, you can't just say that you'll never think about the negative stuff and fix it because maybe you don't see it as valid. Who are you even to say that?
No, that's fine. You don't have to fix. Let's say someone had an issue with one thing, and you feel as the concert event, whatever, that's not like the vibe you're going for, but you have to be open to receiving the feedback. I'm not saying you have to change, but you don't have to come off very aggressive and very anti feedback, so yes, you just say, okay, I've heard what you have to say, the concert vibe is this, so maybe that's not, because sometimes people go for concerts and that's not their vibe, so they'll cause, but that's not their vibe. I mean, imagine someone going for a concert like Blankets, or not even Blankets, the one Jamison Connect, and then saying, oh, I didn't like that musician, or the music was too loud. As in, that's the vibe for the event. You know what I'm saying? So stay at home. So, but you when someone comments, you don't have to be all brash about it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, being receptive.
Yes.
I mean, it's like, what is it? Customer service 101. At the end of the day, we're the ones who are buying your tickets.
Imagine.
I am sure, of course, the onus is on us also to choose maybe in future whether to continue being a patron or not, but also dealing with us. I think that's what draws the line between now good customer service and you just, coasting as an event organizer or something. Yeah.
And me being the hard stancer that I am, there are places I won't go back to.
Yeah.
Like it's not even about the event organizer, it's the location. You know what I'm saying? Like after going for Koroga at Mamba Village, I said I'll never go back to Mamba Village. I'll go for Koroga, but I will not go back to Mamba Village. The life in the single lane fiasco. As in, I will never in my life go for another Patricia Kihoro planned event. So that one is her. I'll go back to Junction, but I will not go back to a
Yeah,
Patricia.
I mean, BYSS was at Junction, and oh my God, what?
That's what I'm saying.
It was lit.
So there are things that make you not go back. So I felt like life in the single lane miss me.
Yeah.
But I'll go back to Junction.
Yes.
It's just that I felt like
Some
she
people
didn't do what
need
needed to be
to
done.
take more effort
Yes.
to make an event good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the people who are attending. Yeah, so which events or gigs did you go for that you felt they did a good job?
Let me just come off the bat and say anything June Gashu is doing, I shall be there.
Fantastic.
Shall. The Luther tribute, excellent. The hang, excellent. As in everything. Okay, of course there were like issues because like the hang, the bars took long to set up, but like generally overall the experience was dope.
Things.
I felt safe. Okay, I didn't use the toilets, so don't ask me about toilets. The sound was good. The what is it called? The performances were dope.
Dancing space was good.
Yes,
Seating.
yes.
You know that thing you go for events, event organizers don't think we want to sit at any point. So I'm like, you put 40 chairs for 1,000 people. What are we doing?
I know.
Like,
Yeah. You see, like Luther, because it was laid back, everyone had to sit.
Yeah.
Because it was in Braeburn in an auditorium. So that one, everyone
Yeah.
sat. But even that was just dope, as in it was a vibe. And
imagine the hang.
Yeah.
You could stand the whole time, but she was like, I'm gonna give you a way to sit down if you want to sit.
Yeah.
I mean, I find that so considerate, because I'm like, let's say you ingia an event at 6 p.m. utoke 6 a.m. Like, you won't
the whole
sit.
time, no.
Like, what? Must it be Hunger Games to have some rest?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Mpaka, like, are we coming for an enjoyable event ama ni gym tunaenda? Like, please, come on. Like, this idea for Kenyans event organizers not putting seats where they assume everyone at one point could sit. Like, or at least 3/4 of the crowd. As in, I have never once understood that. Even VIP, let's say when you pay for VIP, like when we went for Masego, like even it's not even enough seating for everyone.
And
So
it's
I'm like,
VIP.
and it's a VIP.
Aye, please.
So that VIP, I think, was just that you're cordoned off from the Watus because even the bar was so packed. I heard someone's phone was stolen while they were trying to manage the bar. Like trying to get a drink.
Yeah.
So when they checked in their pocket for their phone, the
Yeah.
phone already went.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, that experience for where you have mushrooms of crowds, and then there's opportunities for the thugs, even that commotion, that thing for you wait for too long to get a drink. As in, why are we doing that?
I know.
Yeah. But generally, of course, Masego, that concert was on point. I think it was on point because I liked the performances.
And that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes you forgive things because
Yeah.
the performances are dope. Because like the Korogat Bombers, like I get it. It had rained. Whatever. So they got a fix. Imagine if we had to go stand in that matope. So I'm like, fine, they got a fix. It took them forever to open the gates. But let me tell you, when Kandambogma Man started singing, you can't tell me shit. I enjoyed that concert so much because I love him. I love, and he sounded exactly as he sounded, know, those days when he did his songs. So I forgave a lot of the things, but as in, it wasn't the best experience, but the performances were dope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
So sometimes you forgive. So, but now, like Life in the Single Lane, I didn't even watch like 1 second of that show because it was raining and I was standing with an umbrella outside. As in, there was even nothing to forgive.
Why?
I was just pissed off. And then I paid the same 1,500 I paid for Koroga, where I sat down and I was inside. You have got to be kidding me.
And why was she still selling tickets when the situation is not being improved?
Imagine.
To me, that's the part where when I learned that, I was just like, well, that's in some way unethical, unfair.
It was terrible.
Like, what are you trying to say? So even later on when you apologize, I don't get it because
it was too late.
Nullifies the fact that you're still selling tickets. You're unapologetic that this is the situation. You're just like, you know what? This is the situation. I still want to make a buck from a terrible experience. Because there are people who are going to buy a ticket and they won't even get to see the show.
Yeah.
They're just holding the umbrella under the rain. Me in Nairobi.
Hey, I'm telling you,
I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm too grown.
As in, we stood there for like a few. Then I was like, you know what? I've gone to Art Cafe, and we went to Art Cafe and we drank, and But then the whole time I was just seething because I was like, I paid 1,500 to come trisex this thing that I've had people give props. Then I was like, I will never in my life.
Well, that just shows advance tickets. Maybe sometimes you just need to go to the gate and see.
I know. By then, it will reach a point where that if I don't trust you, that will be a thing. You know what I'm saying? And then let me, now that I've thought about it, let me talk about like the gate. I feel like Mook does a better job than Ticket Sasa. I don't know why, but I feel like when events are Mook events, the lines move faster. I don't know if it's in my head. Because even Nyege Nyege was Mook. You know what I'm saying? We were many at Nyege Nyege. But the line, like Mook does a better. Even the hang was Mook. Was it Mook? Yes, I feel, it was Mook. So it just, I don't know. I feel like they do a better job of organizing the gate than Ticket Sasa. Yeah. I don't know what the issue is there. I feel like even the buying experience of Mook is better.
Yeah, I can admit also my Ticket Sasa experience, things go down, like the website goes down. Sometimes you need to do it repetitively. Then you're just like, okay, is it gonna kula my M-Pesa and then I don't get a ticket? Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
Like,
actually, that's true.
It took us, the Koroga tickets didn't come immediately, so we were freaking out. You know what I'm saying?
It's but they came,
they came, but like Mook, the text comes immediately. As in, I just feel like the Mook buying experience is just better. I don't know what it is for the concert organizers, like why they choose one over the other. But as a buyer of tickets, I feel like the Mook experience is better.
That's
so
true.
yeah. The other event that I really enjoyed that was very low-key was Lahani at Macmillan Library. It was like an acoustic set that's curated by Kibali. That was so and the weird thing is I went for Lahani in the afternoon, then I was going for Life in the Single Lane in the evening. So it was
a terrible thing.
Excellence to this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Lahani, I can't wait for the next one. I had so much fun. And even that, it had its issues. Like there was a time the sound went off, but the vibe was so good. The musicians were excellent. As in, I enjoyed it so much, and I will go again the next time it comes.
I remembered another event, Torea Mobi.
Yes.
Oh my God!
No,
it had issues.
Yes.
But because the vibe and the music was so dope. Hata sikumbuki. What were the issues? Mud. What small mud? What is small mud?
Yeah.
Small. But then my shoes got fucked up. My really nice shoes, but like the vibe was on point. Like the music was fantastic. Like it was intimate also. I realized I also like intimate events.
Which is what Lahani was as well. We were very few. Not very few, but we were few, So
you see, it's the challenge of I want more people to promote this person who's on stage or producing the art and sharing it. But I'm also like, when we are too many, the quality of the concert or gig goes down.
But I don't think so, because like Folk Fusion in November we were many compared to the other Folk Fusion, which we were few. The Folk Fusion in November we were so many, and it was still excellent. As in,
nice. So it depends on who it is.
Yes. So
who's organizing.
Exactly, because that one, the performances were excellent. The vibe was dope. As in, the beer was easy to get.
Did you go to the Loo?
Did I go? No, I didn't.
You see, now,
Yeah, I think
I
that's
feel
why
like
I
this
never
is
go
one
to the
thing
loo.
about lose.
I
Being a
don't-
babe,
yeah.
maybe I've bought that thing. You know that plastic thing that now you'll start peeing
Stand
like
up
a
and
dude.
then you pee.
Yeah, I just be whipping it out and, it's business as usual. I'm going to have some nigga energy in 2020.
Do you know?
There's no
I'm trying to
concert I'll
think.
feel like, guy, how will I pee? Now I can go drink Savannah at an event. I can't remember the last time I was drinking a Savannah at an event because I'm just like, who wants to pee?
Do you know? I don't. Even Nyege Nyege, and we used to stay there for hours. I didn't pee at Nyege Nyege.
Hey, there's
Like
this
I
one
don't
time.
pee
Yeah.
anywhere.
Because you're
Like,
just
I'm
like,
trying
you
to
know what?
think.
You have a meeting with yourself. You're
Yes.
like, you know what? We are
Yes.
going outside.
I'm telling you.
You're going to be drinking and the loos are trash.
Yeah.
So, fix it.
Me,
Handle yourself.
I think like if I feel like it's getting to a place where I stop drinking.
You see, now that it's so terrible because I'm just like, now you're curtailing your enjoyment or whatever, alcohol is nice, whatever it means to you, but now you're changing what you would naturally do because of a toilet.
Yeah.
Because maybe there won't be enough, maybe there's no lighting. Firstly, lighting.
I know you enter
So you
a
give
dark
people
toilet.
exclusive.
Oh my god!
Like, what about if I'm stepping somewhere, my clothes switches? Like, what are we saying?
Ew.
There's no light. Yeah. You people are disgusting. Like, are you serious?
So are you trying to say that you've never gone for a concert in Nairobi where the toilets were good?
So this event, Secret Shamba. Actually, there are multiple. Secret Shamba when we went to Limuru.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic event.
Yeah.
Like, it was perfect. If I hear Fununu that there's another one, we must go. Like, even I feel like the fact that we go elsewhere far,
Yeah.
it's nice. Maybe it cuts down on randoms who just show up to just ruin. Yeah.
You remember the video from Chris Martin?
Guy.
Hey, my friend, please.
See, people are now comparing it with, is it 300? Game of Thrones. What was it? Because it really looks like some psycho ass shit. I'm like, what the hell is that? Can you imagine being patted by that stampede?
Imagine.
Maybe you just lay on the floor until
Ishe.
like, you're just like, is it now, Lord, that you're taking
Take me.
Take me home.
Take me, Jesus. Sweet home, sweet chariot.
Yeah, so Secret Shamba had this big exclusive. They're big.
Yeah.
Like, you enter, you're not Nini. It's like a roomia
I know
exclusive.
those ones. They were at a
And
wedding I went
yeah,
to.
and then there's light. So I'm like, I had never experienced exclusive in that way. Okay, I'm not so sure also it's exclusive, but those portable toilets.
Yeah.
And it was roomy and it was clean. There's TP there. Wow, fantastic. Like, my coffee, like mad. Also, when we went for the Sandstorm gig in Karen, not
Suraj
Sandstorm,
one.
it was a house gig. Kina Suraj, Fuzak, Dilanes were all playing, and it was at the Sandstorm warehouse. Oh, concept. Can we have more events there? Like, it was nice because, like, it wasn't a new place, so the loos weren't at, pristine, it looks new and what. But they were there, they were clean, and they were empty. There's an attendant washing after. Like, people use, like, it's not that it's been left to the wolves. It's just become stinky and what.
Yeah.
So, like, my point is, I go to an event, I don't feel like I'm queuing for 10 years.
I know.
I don't want to cause a TP. I don't want to feel like if I go in there, I'll get sick. You know, such things.
Yeah.
So, at least for those specific events, I felt like then also when you go for an event at the junction, there's many options for loos.
Yes.
So also that's a nice thing.
I was actually about to say, like, if you think about even clubs in Kenya, it's like toilets are an afterthought. Like, I'm trying to think, like, you go to a club, which toilet is, I mean, like Explorer, the toilets are usually fine. I've actually used the toilets in Explorer. Those ones are usually fine. But even Carnival from back in the days, the toilets were a problem, you know.
Oh, actually, we went to Mercury, and I like, there are just, I think, 2 of them.
Yeah.
And there's a lady who's cleaning
Even Explorer,
continuously.
only 2 of them.
And I didn't feel like, there was a bit of a queue, but I felt like they're trying to do better around the loose situation. Maybe they don't have space for another one, but they should consider, because I think it affects even how you're drinking. Because me, I'm like, if at one point I feel like the loose situation is unmanageable, I'd rather go home.
Yeah.
Because me, that thing for peeing is a huge thing. I'm like, am I gonna get sick? Am I gonna, like...
As in, and you know, it's the women who are struggling. The men can go pee outside.
First, anyway, we've been seeing y'all
I know.
behaving the way you behave. You're not an event, but uko tu hapo outside,
I know.
moving around your daily business. And my mom asked me another time, like, you know these food vendors on the streets, like, where do you think they go to the do? You think these are an exclusive they came with? So as you eat your maize, your what,
Your
just know.
mangoes,
Yeah, just know
your sugar cane.
what is, providing that flavor.
Ew.
That
ew.
aroma, that extra. You're like, what is that? What is
That's
that?
disgusting. That's like in high
That is
school.
what is giving you that extra oomph in that taste.
That's gross. And then, like, you've reminded me in high school, we used to say that the ugali tastes salty because of all the sweat from the cooks.
It's just dripping. But
Ew,
I would not be surprised if when they're cooking
gross.
their... Us guys have found bandages. Well, in
Oh
high
my
school,
God,
we found
no!
bandages,
That's ghetto.
nails. I'm
Ghetto.
like, as in, we ate things in high school that we should never have.
Oh, it was just
Anyway,
torture,
we made it.
torment us.
So I don't even remember where I went. Like, I deleted it. Where we don't speak about it. Yeah. So I think there have been some gigs where they're trying, but to be fair, in my experience, is for smaller gigs. So the question is, how do we make bigger gigs a better experience?
Well, you must not know about us.
What?
mean what?
But yeah, so blankets that day, to be fair, maybe I should have just stayed at home. Because I was just like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
should
you
have
were
gone
there for
early.
that one. I forgot
Yeah.
you went for it.
I
don't
should
know.
have gone at noon, nitoke 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Because also I felt like it was so dark.
And I don't,
Hey,
okay, so like
I have
blankets
never.
is a night thing. You see, Koroga, I like Koroga because Koroga by 8 you're out.
Yes.
So it starts early, 8 you're
Hey,
out.
it was so
Blanket
dark.
starts later, so you're there. That's why you're scaring people in the morning who were leaving, were being jacked up on
Tagged, yeah.
Gong Road.
As when we were checking, a babe's phone was stolen up.
Now see, you see, like now bombers, by the way, it was okay, but also because it's Gava, it had so much security.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It's like KICC for the hang. Like there
I
was
know,
so
yes.
much security.
And me, I like that. Let it be that. I would rather, to be fair. Because, it also gives you a sense of safety.
Yeah.
Which is so important for enjoyment. Like, I don't want to keep on clutching my bag like I'm even scared for someone to even pity me like this. Because that's all you're thinking about at the moment. Actually, you're even worried about putting your phone up because someone will just grab it.
Yeah.
Those things were happening.
Yeah.
You're recording a video, someone has swiped your phone.
Jesus.
Wow.
The ghetto.
As in, a friend of mine was even telling me the way you're
fighting.
You're fighting with your phone. So a thug has it on one end, you're shaking.
Oh my.
So it's a push and pull.
Those are the
The
things that make
audacity.
you never go for an event. Because you're traumatized.
Hey, I'm just like, to be fair, and now I'm roping it in with usiku events. That's why I'm just like,
Night events, yeah.
night events, because I know the lose will be an issue.
Yeah.
The lighting will be an issue.
Yeah.
The crowds will be an issue. So where am I going at night? Say, just agree.
Yeah.
Unless it's an indoor, like maybe it's KICC, we're going to Brayburn, we're going to like a legit location, not that there's grass and we're
a
in the
tent.
wilderness.
Yeah.
If it was Ausiku, it's fine. Let me log on the live stream. Because I'm just like, is it worth it to lose your handbag, your IDs, your
To feel
wallet?
violated
Yeah,
on
is
top
it
of all
worth it?
that. Yeah.
Is it worth it?
I don't know. I don't think
Aye,
so.
to
Not
be
in
fair,
Nairobi.
No, I don't think so.
Which performer is that who'll make you forget
Yeah,
that
exactly.
you've lost all those
It's not
things
worth
and plus yeah.
And
no, I
if you're
get what you're saying.
going, you're just like, okay, this might happen or this might
Yeah,
happen.
you already have that thing. And like I know people hated on how Bombers looked, but imagine me, I think it's such a good location
Yeah.
because the acoustics are good. You're inside, you're sat. As in, like generally speaking, if they clean that place up, because of course it's Gava, so it's been left to the dogs. But if they clean up that inside hall of Bombers, I think it's a very dope location for concerts. As in,
Were
generally
you able
speaking.
to, but if you want to dance,
you see, okay, like us where we had sat, the legs, it was spacious, so you could just stand, and you think that was stopping people from dancing. My friend, okay, I know the guys who were sat to cut down, it was a bit tight, but us were sat up, so we had space, of course. When I say that, I say not to have as many people as Koroga did, because Koroga was packed. Like, to have the number of people who can fit in Bomas and do a concert, I'm here for that, to be honest.
I guess also there's the issue, there's not as many locations to have these
Exactly
events. So
as in locations, in like, I feel like let's have everything at KICC, to be honest, because there are many different
KICC
spaces
actually,
to have it.
because where we had the hang, I've never been to that
exactly.
space. It was totally different
from Chronics.
Chronics side.
Yeah,
and to me, both of those gigs, I felt like I didn't feel like I was clutching my pearls and my phone. Like, of course, there's that you have
still
that
Nairobi.
bias.
It's still
You have
Nairobi.
bias that firstly it's a reggae event, so you're like double whatever. But to be fair, I felt quite safe. Yes, I put my phone in my bra, but like generally I didn't feel, the way when you're packed, everyone is just on your neck. You feel like, forget my phone, I don't even want to see it. Nitaiona when I'm calling the Uber at the end of the night. But I didn't feel like that. So even that idea of you have security at many corners, you're not just seeing revelers. Like, I think it gives you also some type of security. But I'm not sure if they now stop people from thugging, or they're just even them, they're enjoying the music.
I mean, I feel like it's very hard to stop the thugging, but there are places you go, and you're, even from the gate, you already feel unsafe. So there's that sense of lack of safety. But like, there are people who anyone can rob you. You know what I'm saying? But there are places where there's actual a lapse in security, and you feel
that's how
it.
I felt about Ngong Race Course during Blankets. It was dark. Everyone is just everywhere. We're crowded. I was just like, after that, that's why I was saying, like, I didn't feel nice about that event. I felt like maybe I should have just stayed at home.
You remember even
or gone during the day.
Wait, was that Koroga? The one at Mamba, where now when it ended, walking back to get the car, how dark it was. Do you remember?
Oh my god.
Was, yes. And that's why I said I'll never go back to Mamba Village. As in, what was that? It was dark. You couldn't see anything.
Then people are getting into shuttles.
Yes.
So people are running to get fighting.
Yeah.
I was just like, miss us. So I was
and then walking all the way to the road. Like that whole location is an issue in this country.
It's like when also we did waterfront for last year, but when I went for Nini Jamison, like I was just like, from the where you're going for the performance to the gate,
it was walking
and it was muddy. It was a bit of a stretch. But then how come there are no events at Uhuru Gardens?
I think I don't know why there's no event at all. But even
something like Blankets should have been.
I feel like I don't know.
Too big.
I don't know, but I feel like there was something to do again. KICC.
I felt like when we went for Blankets at Racecourse, I was just feeling like we're so many for that space. So I'm like, I don't know. I just felt, that feeling for claustrophobic. People are too many. I really felt it a lot. So I was just like, you know what? Maybe it's not for me.
Yeah.
Like, nimeshiba also. Like, what is the fun? To go and be uncomfortable. Yes, your fave will be on stage, but really?
So many other things are working against that.
So, to be fair...
And then imagine if the sound was terrible. Oh my god, do you know where the sound was really dope? When Sanel was at Impala. Okay, Impala is the worst location. Let's just keep it real. But the sound, it was a rugby event, I think, or something.
Also, there were like 8 gigs happening that day.
Yeah,
people were not all gonna be there. So I'm sure, like, you didn't feel like...
But it was muddy and ew.
But
the
anyway,
sound...
you had left Limuru, so you were also muddy. So you just went to add.
By the way, it was just mud
it
all
worked
through.
Perfectly.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Good times.
Sound is important.
Yeah, it really
Good
is.
sound is important. Let me say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that being said, I still want to go for good gigs. I want to go for a gig and be like, it was planned with the consumer in mind. You know what I mean? So 2020, can this organizers...
Same energy. Like, for me now, these big concerts, I'll just be like, maybe maybe if we're going outside the country, to be fair.
Like nyege nyege.
Like nyege nyege. By the way, now if we start talking about festivals, nyege nyege have it down. Like, you know the way you feel not safe. Like at Kilifi New Year, I felt a bit unsafe.
Yeah.
Even before like my phone went,
Yeah.
I felt a bit unsafe because it was, maybe it's because it's Kenyans and I just know. Like, you just feel like you're in Nairobi still, that energy.
Yeah.
Of course, it's not as bad as when you're in Nairobi, but I don't feel like I felt like that in Nyege Nyege.
Hey, yeah.
Like, even the things we were getting up to, surely.
But-
like,
and
we
then
were
you
even
know-
carrying ourselves uko.
I know, and even like how far we had to walk.
Yeah,
to get a
and
taxi.
no one
And we
is
were
even
still
in your
fine.
space. Yeah. Like, even in the crowds. Like, you remember when you're going for boiler room or those spaces,
Oh,
you're
God.
tightly knit.
But you saw the guy who stole we were watching this guy who stole our phone.
saw?
Yeah.
Wololo.
It was like two dudes. They targeted this person.
Was it a babe, a dude? Was it
No, it was. Oh no, it was a dude who was robbed. But like you could see the
No, I'm saying
planning.
the person who was robbed.
It was a dude.
Oh, just a...
Yeah,
Oh.
but even that guy we randomly met there. The next day he told us his phone was stolen
Yeah.
at boiler room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there, people are like this.
That's
You're
why you
close
don't
to each other like
remove your
that.
phone.
Yes.
Why are you removing your phone?
Don't record.
Don't
Because
record
when you
anything.
record is when now
They
someone's like,
see.
okay, where you'll put it,
Yeah.
and maybe you're distracted.
Yep.
Because maybe you've been drinking, maybe you're exhausted. It could be any number of things.
Or drugs.
Yeah,
it
or
was
drugs.
nyege nyege after all.
It was.
We
It really
saw.
was.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But anyway, like to say my final thing, I want us to do better, to accept feedback, to be open to feedback, and if you can improve something, why would you not want to improve it? Like, don't you want things to be better? Like, seriously.
Yes, exactly.
And those who are doing good things, we are here for you. We support. We shall be supporting. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I haven't mentioned about BYSS. Like,
Oh, yes, you went to BYSS in the Mara or something, yeah?
I just knows how to do an event.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Uh-huh.
He has it.
I've only
Like-
gone for one BSS and it was at the Elephant. Wait, that was last year also, I think. Yeah.
How was it?
It was nice. It was
Yeah.
nice. I had fun.
Yeah.
It was organized well. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
complain.
Then BYSS in the wild, it was my first time last year, and that idea of meshing up a gig and vacation and fun times and just relaxation, it was so nice. Like, I'm definitely gonna try and go again this year. And by the way, it was a concept. You go checker, then you're also doing touristic things, and it's not a must you do.
Yeah.
Like, you go as a group,
Yeah.
but you determine how much of the group you want to experience.
Yeah.
And I feel like even the group is quite mature, people who still are fun loving, but there's a level where it's not a okay, uyo wako sawa. Like, that middle ground. So yeah, BYSS in the wild was a highlight actually. Yeah. So that was pretty fantastic.
Okay. Anyway, there are many events in Nairobi. We can't talk
What?
about them all. Like, I haven't even talked
It's
about
even
the
good.
plays we went
Oh, yeah,
for. You
the
know what I mean?
plays.
Like Luanda Rockman and
Content.
Sarafina.
Who?
I even went to K1 for movie night one time. So
We
there's
even
so
went
many
for
things
the one
happening.
for Too Early for Birds, the one for
Oh,
Tomboya.
yes. Hey, that was long.
It was so long.
But it was good times. It was
Yeah.
still good times. It
Yeah.
was good times, but it was long.
It was.
I enjoyed that. I also, I've never been to Oshawa, so that was interesting. I
Yeah.
like the idea of the space because now the only auditoriums I've been to, of course, is Kenya National
KNT.
Theatre and Braeburn for Luther. So that I like the idea of that Oshawa. It's a dope vibe completely. The
Yeah.
stage is big. There's a lot of
I
seating.
think I went there for my nephew's play.
Oh,
So the school things.
yeah.
Yeah, so I went there for a
Oh, I've
play.
never been. It's a nice vibe, and there's
Yeah, it
parking.
is. It is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
and
here
it's nice
for-
and airy.
Yeah, so I don't know how people
quite nice.
end up at Oshawa, but I feel like for plays, I'm sorry to judge KNT, but those chairs are not comfortable. Let's just be serious.
Really?
The KNT chairs, they kind of float towards the front.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm saying? So you're not comfortable.
Yeah, I
but
get it,
I
get it,
like
get
the upgrade. I won't lie,
Yeah.
it's better than how it was before, but it could still be better. Again,
Yeah.
it's Gava. Like, our government is just mediocre,
Yeah.
doing bare minimum.
How was
nonsense.
is it movie Mondays? Mondays
The one
thing
for
at K1.
Mokambi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I only went for one, and it was when BC was doing the music
Okay.
videos.
You see now,
Yeah. So I went because I
BC,
love
yeah.
music videos. So it was nice. The vibe was good. It was happy hour.
Oh,
Like
that's nice.
it was good. I enjoyed it
Hey, me,
completely.
the thing about happy hour, like cocktails, like me, I don't like that
No, it wasn't
because
cocktails. It was like
on
we were, I
bottles.
think I was having a Savannah, and it
Oh,
was happy
you know
hour
that's
Savannah.
good.
Yeah.
Because me, I'm just like, I don't want someone to wekea me mchele.
No, it was.
Like, there's only 1-2 places where you go and have a cocktail in Nairobi. Like,
I know.
they worry that someone is
I
going to
know.
spike you
Yeah.
so that...
Nairobi gives us stress. Let's just stay at home and drink in the house.
Yes,
That's a lie,
more of
though.
those
That's
things.
a lie.
Oh, well,
We
okay,
shall go out.
usually, well,
I know.
yeah, but to be honest, I think I'm going to consciously try and do more daytime things. Because night things, I don't know. I think maybe at this point I feel insecure, and I just feel like anything that could go wrong will go wrong as regards safety and all that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, during the day I look nicer during the day. Your outfit is nice. You can show off your outfit. People can see you. The detail of your eyeshadow. Usiku, like, we can't see those things. You might as well just show up with a poncho and jeans.
Like me. You know me, that's my fashion. Jeans and a t-shirt. As in, please, I am not here to look fashion.
There we
Well,
go.
anyway, fashion
See.
isn't my thing.
Yeah, so more cool events in Nairobi in 2020.
Yeah. If you
Even
you
beyond.
have fine ideas for events, why don't you email us, DM us, anything? Like, I want to go for events. And also events that have been priced well. I know we haven't talked about pricing, but I feel like sometimes I'm like, why is this thing 5,000 shillings? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like you be 40.
like
Why are
you
you
be 40.
5,000 shillings?
Yeah, it's just like 5K na sijakunywa,
Yeah, please,
sijafika.
as in, it doesn't make sense. Okay, are you trying to keep me away and the way I enjoy you be 40
Yeah,
music?
exactly.
You know, that's fine. That's fine. I hope you get the people you're looking for.
Yeah.
You know, but
Exactly.
yeah,
just like,
price your events well,
Yeah.
and for what you're giving people also, including location.
Word.
Yeah.
Which locations? Some more of the theater style.
KICC, I've said, as
Yeah.
in, there's no matope, there's security. I don't know about the toilets, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think for me that's it. Hopefully, like, I can't wait to go for more folky events. I really love the energy that it brings. I don't know if it's because of the people who are there, but I always have such a good time at, like, the folk fusions, Toria Mobi, like, how can we say it? Like, it's not concerty, you know? And I was telling, like, I wish Blinky would do such gigs instead of being a headline at a night concert. Like,
Or to do like during the day
yeah,
vibey.
yeah.
Okay.
I feel
mean,
like
I
that
can see
James
it.
Gishuru 910 place,
Yeah.
the Ikigai
Yeah,
space.
yeah.
Like, me, that's the type of energy I'm trying to
Yeah.
look at. Like,
Did you go for
can we sit-
Strictly Silk, by the way? No.
No.
Okay. Sorry. No.
yeah.
Moving on.
Yes. Yeah, so that's me. That's the type of energy I want, where we can be on the grass, the performance is going on there, drinks are, it's not stress. I can see. Me, I like seeing. Why don't people like seeing? Like, usiku, you see, at night is when all the bad things happen. Yeah, so 2020, I'm hopeful that there'll be nice yummy events, daytime events that y'all will make us come to.
And yeah, I guess also they have to think about whether they'll make their money back with daytime events. So we
Yeah.
also get
Okay, that's
the
true.
economics of it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a tough balance, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. So I think that's it. What are you listening to?
Well, I was thinking actually today I'm gonna say what I'm looking forward to.
Listen.
Listening. Like, I know there are a couple of people who are releasing EPs, starting with Karun. I really want to listen to Karun's EP.
Blink is releasing music.
Yeah, so those are I'm like looking forward to stuff.
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, 2019 was so good. I hope the energy like moves on
Keep
this
the
year.
same
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm listening to, is it Channel Trey? So it's Channel then TRES. So I don't know. So you can say even Channel Tres. I don't know. Choose what you want to say. Hey, you guys, the sound. Woo! You can hear ambulance sirens uko in the background. Like the bass, the beats. Ooh, there are these 3 songs: Controller, Jet Black, Top Down. Go and listen to them. And try convince me that those are not quality content.
Content.
Huh?
I don't even know them.
If you're trying to say those songs are not songs, you're the liar. Your breath is bad. It smells bad. Your body odor. Seriously. Like, I'm not even going to argue with you. In fact, after we finish recording here, I'm going to play the song so that you can see what I'm saying.
Sawa.
Yeah, and Mac Miller is released.
Yes.
Yeah, so I need to listen to that. Sad, but I guess this is a thing that
Life
happens.
inakuanga hivyo.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's it.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we'll catch you on the next episode.
Bye.
Bye. This podcast episode is recorded with the assistance of Ed. You can listen to this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or anywhere else you listen to podcasts.